It started with a simple message, a text from her own number. "I miss you." She froze. Her phone buzzed again. Same message, same words, but she hadn't typed it. Her name is Emma. She was 28, living alone in a small apartment in Boston. 3 years ago, she lost him. Her boyfriend Daniel died suddenly in a car crash. One day he was here, the next, gone. She had tried to move on. Friends suggested therapy, family tried to help, but grief is heavy, persistent, unforgiving. Then the texts began. At first she thought it was a mistake. Maybe her phone glitched, or maybe someone was playing a cruel joke. "I miss you too," she typed back, thinking maybe it was a friend pretending to be Daniel. Nothing. She checked the number. Her own. Her heart stopped. No one else could have sent it. For the next few weeks, the messages kept coming. Some were small. "Are you okay?" Others were detailed. "Remember the cafe where we laughed at that old man's hat?" Emma hadn't typed any of these, not a single one. And yet, they were messages she could have written herself. Or maybe Daniel was writing them. She stopped sleeping properly. Her friends noticed. She grew quiet, withdrawn. Every night she checked her phone, half expecting another message. But she didn't want to see them. She didn't know what she feared more, that Daniel was gone, or that he wasn't. That's where our story begins. A woman texting herself for 3 years, but the messages, they weren't normal. Something dark was lurking in those words, something that wouldn't let go. And tonight, she was about to discover just how real it had become.
Emma tried to rationalize it. Maybe her grief was making her hallucinate. She had started keeping a journal, every message she received, every thought, every fear, written down. She noticed a pattern. The texts came at the exact same times Daniel used to call her: 8:17 a.m., 3:46 p.m., 11:02 p.m. Sometimes the phone would ring, a number she didn't recognize. When she answered, silence, then a faint whisper, just a breath. She deleted the messages, but they returned. She blocked her number. It didn't matter. The texts kept arriving. It wasn't her imagination. Then one night, a new message appeared. "Emma, don't be scared. I'm still here." Her hands trembled. She ran to her laptop, looked up ghost texts and messages from the dead. Nothing concrete. Some forums were filled with horror stories, people claiming their loved ones contacted them after death. Some said it was grief manifesting, others, darker forces. Emma didn't know what to believe. Then the texts started asking questions, personal questions only Daniel would know. Do you remember our first kiss in the rain? How does it feel to be alone? Emma couldn't ignore this. These weren't random. She began recording every text. Each one was like a breadcrumb trail leading somewhere. But somewhere, where? And then the first voice message arrived. It was faint, broken, but unmistakable. Daniel's voice. Emma. It made her heart pound, her mind race. How was this possible? He was dead. He had died 3 years ago. She called her friends. "It's impossible," she said, "but I heard him." Her friends didn't know what to say. Therapy? Move on? But Emma couldn't. The messages were getting bolder, more specific, almost commanding. Look outside. That night, she didn't want to, but curiosity overtook fear. She peered out the window. Nothing, just shadows. But the sense of being watched growing. Emma realized she was no longer alone in her apartment. She was being pulled into something she didn't understand. Something, maybe not entirely human.
The messages weren't just texts anymore. They began appearing on other devices, her laptop, her smart TV, even the fridge, if she left the screen on. Emma panicked. She thought about calling the police, but what could they do? A haunted phone? One evening, a message popped up she would never forget. "Emma, I'm closer than you think." Her blood ran cold. She locked the doors, pulled the curtains, checked every corner. Nothing. But the feeling of someone standing just behind her, never went away. Then objects started moving, small things at first, a mug sliding off the counter, a picture frame tilted just slightly. Every night the texts got more personal. They knew her routines, her fears, even her dreams. One night, she woke to a sound she could not explain. Her phone buzzed. "I'm here with you now." The room was dark, the air thick. She felt a hand on her shoulder. She spun around. No one. Emma's heart raced. She began documenting everything. Times, messages, sounds, even the chilling feeling of someone breathing in her apartment. Then something impossible happened. A video appeared on her phone, short, grainy, shaky. It showed her apartment from the corner of the room. The camera moved slowly, as if unseen eyes were watching her sleep. Her fingers trembled. Who or what was recording her? She tried to delete the video, couldn't. The phone froze. Messages kept coming. "Don't be afraid. I only want you." Emma's friends noticed her change. She barely slept. She barely ate. She began to doubt herself. Was this grief, madness, or something beyond? And then the phone rang. No number, just silence. And then a whisper. "Emma, look behind you." She froze. Her apartment was empty, every light off, yet she felt him there. Something was waiting, watching, lurking just out of sight. Emma realized one terrifying truth. This wasn't just about grief anymore. This was about control. Something or someone was not letting her go.
The night it all came to a head, Emma couldn't take it anymore. She unplugged her phone, threw it in a drawer, locked it. She tried to sleep, tried to ignore the whispers, the shadows. Then the phone rang. Impossible. Unplugged, drawer locked. Her blood ran ice cold. "Emma," the voice said. Clear, intimate, Daniel's voice. She bolted out of bed. Her apartment was shaking. Objects flew across the room, pictures shattered. "Why are you doing this?" she screamed. No answer, only more whispers, closer, surrounding her. Then the lights went out. Total darkness. Emma could feel it. Something was standing right in front of her. A hand, cold, pressed to her cheek. "I never left you," the voice said. The air thickened. Her breath caught. And then a message appeared on her phone. I can see you. She stumbled backward, fell. The phone skittered across the floor. Screen lit up, showing her face, live, from a camera she didn't own. Her apartment wasn't her apartment anymore. It was a stage, and she was trapped. Emma screamed. She didn't know if it was Daniel or something wearing his face. The texts, the whispers, the videos, they were all connected. The presence wasn't just lingering, it was alive. It wanted her attention, wanted her fear, wanted her. She ran, out of the apartment, into the cold Boston streets. The phone was still buzzing in her pocket, messages scrolling faster than she could read. I'll always find you. Don't run. You belong to me. Emma realized there was no escaping, no logic, no rational explanation, only one truth. Whatever was contacting her, it was not Daniel anymore, and it wasn't done.
Emma ran into the night, streets empty, mist curling around streetlights, her phone still buzzing, messages relentless. She stopped, gasping, trembling. A message flashed. Come back. We need to talk. Her fingers hovered. Could she delete it? Could she throw it away? Could she survive? Then her phone displayed one final video. It wasn't her apartment, not exactly. It was somewhere else. A dark room, shadows on the walls, and him, Daniel, or someone who looked like him. Emma, the figure whispered, I've been waiting. Her phone died, black screen, silence. Emma's breath rattled. She was outside, alone, but she knew she wasn't. She ran to a convenience store. Lights, people, normality. Her phone powered back on. One message, one word. Don't forget. Emma dropped to her knees. Was it grief, madness, or something else entirely? For 3 years she thought she was texting herself, but maybe she never was. The line between life and death had blurred, and somewhere in the shadows of her own life, something waited, watching, patient, hungry, and the next message could come at any second. Emma's story wasn't over. It had only just begun.